You was like 21, Mom was like 19. Y'all were hanging out having fun on the night scene. When she thought of the man in her life, all she could think about was you. Grandfather's dead, but Daddy died when she was 2. And all her sisters are married. I'm telling you what's left. Mama searching for a man that can take her breath. And you was cute and all, light-skinned and curly hair. Knacking back in the 70s, making the girly stare. So you'd wine and dine because she thought you was fine and you had one thing on your mind. That was when Mom got pregnant, you was out the door. No more wine and dining, no more going out no more. Just a big belly growing and a mind now racing. She steady showing and her spine's now aching. Everybody know that the time is not waiting. December 75 rolls out the 9-month patient. So, as a youngster, I asked, why Daddy don't call? Why he don't visit? We ain't never spoke at all. What does he look like, Mama? Do you have any pictures the last time you spoke to him? Did he say he missed you? What was the issue? Why y'all didn't stay together? If you wasn't married, why did y'all lay together? Well, I thank you, Ma, for being here to listen, even though the answers to my questions are missing. And I'm a teen now. You know, wee wild. Daddy, you should have been here to pull me from the crowd. Well, Dad, yeah. Getting back to you, you should be glad, because now I'm taking after you. And playing games seem funny, because I'm laughing too. Having sex with multiple women. What I have to do. Like father, like son is the thing I'll cherish. Maybe one day we'll meet before our souls perish. Daddy, things are different now that I've gotten older. There's more love in my heart since the world got colder. I don't hold it against you, the time we've lost, all the years I felt that you signed me off. I think Mom is still hurt, but she'll be all right. She's still calling out to Christ on her knees at night. And I changed my life around so that God is pleased. Now I'm ministering to some of the hardest G's and the young folk. Some actually listen to me. And that lets me know there is hope. Eventually, I will be able to say peace and I love you. Put our differences to the side and just hug me. Forgive each other for all the wrongs we've done, all the wicked thoughts we've had and the songs we've sung. If you're still alive, I hope we'll be able to meet. And if you're dead, instead I'll say rest in peace. So I guess I'm signing off, but I want you to know that I love you, Dad, even though we didn't grow together. You and Mom messed up. That's life. And we can be forgiven because Christ has life. A lot of y'all might be hurt by somebody that you love. A husband, wife, boyfriend, or none of the above. Just find it in your heart to forgive them and make the decision to show them love while they're still living.
So my grandma Cracky was not my grandma. My own grandmother had died when I was 4. And my father's mother had died when he was 8. That was a very long time ago. So Grandma Cracky lived right next door to us. And she had the most amazing hands. I used to love to look at her hands. Her hands looked like fingers of ginger. They had such big knuckles, but they could do the most amazing things. She was from Czechoslovakia, the old country. So she made babushka for herself, and she made matching all kinds of clothes. You know, she had beautiful skirts, she had aprons, she had all kinds of things that she made from the chicken seed bags. Chicken feed bags, the seed bags, everything came in beautiful floral patterns. And so she made matching things out of those. She could sew anything, she could hook rugs, she could cook, and she raised chickens, and she could grow strawberries and every other kind of vegetable, plus every kind of flower. She had the most amazing flowers that surrounded her little tiny house. She and her husband, Captain Mike, had built the house that we lived in, and then moved to this little tiny house when all their children were grown. And she had 500 chickens, and her hands could also shovel chicken coop. and she can wield a hatchet. And I've never been so.
I went out to the neighbors and I knocked on every door asking, oh, would you mind telling me your name? And I'd like, my wife and I have just moved in and we'd like to invite you to a little welcoming party. So they gave me their name and I made up a map, you know, with the names and the phone numbers and the names of the cats, and because the cats roam. And sure enough, the day came for the party. We weren't sure whether anybody would come, but they knocked, and some were dressed up, and some brought gifts like a bottle of wine, and we had a little light refreshment plan too. So next thing you know, we had a little party at these neighbors, and you know, most of them didn't know each other. So we functioned to welcome them into the neighborhood. And the map helped to get the names straight, you know, and the phone numbers were in case of emergencies. We had just a nice time, and that was our welcoming to Worcester.